Dear Kim Jong-il, Supreme Exalted Great Leader of North Korea, you're batshit crazy. Love you like a sister. Comedy Central.
Welcome to Tough Crowd. What happened this weekend on this ridiculous planet? First, I was reading R. Kelly compared himself to Bin Laden. He's not giving himself enough credit. We look forward to R. Kelly home videos coming out. You know, he must have been just sitting there with his boys like, yo, they're doing me like Bin Laden. Yo, why they gotta do me like Bin Laden, though? Ben and J-Lo broken up. Or have they? Is this a trick? You know what the truth is? As much as we all laugh, Ben and J-Lo, but now that they're broken up, for a minute there, you were like, oh, that's too bad. It is kind of sad. Do-rags are popular in the white community right now. That was in the Wall Street Journal. It's true. I think if you want to wear a stocking cap, it's very trendy. Just don't ever expect to get a job. I don't even think they would let you dress like that on Casual Friday at Murder, Inc., okay? Even Irv Gotti and Ja Rule will be, why you gotta dress like that, you know? That was an impression of Ja Rule and Irv Gotti together. Nobody can do both of them at the same time. A 12-year-old girl was arrested for downloading music. You heard about that. What's she gonna say at the trial? Your Honor, I think I'm innocent because I'm a 12-year-old girl. And of course, you know, a lot of deaths, which is very sad. The sad news was John Ritter died. And John Ritter was like, I love John. Well, the Wall Street Journal reported that white kids in suburbia are wearing do-rags. Hey, shorty, it's your birthday. Keith. Keith, do you have a problem with that? The white kids having the do-rags?
No, I have a problem with an old middle-aged man wearing a do-rag.
The Green Giant's do-rag, know that.
No, I don't. I don't have a problem with white kids wearing do-rags. Why can't white kids wear what they want to wear? It's no big deal. My son is 9. He don't look at it as a white kid wearing a do-rag. He look at it as another kid wearing something that, you know, that kids wear. Right. It's not a color thing.
He just can't afford clothing for his kids.
Huh?
You have a white kid?
Do I have a white kid?
No, he's saying that he's...
A few of them.
Why should any kid wear a do-rag? Who wants to look like a condom tip?
No, here's the thing, Colin. It's not.
Take it off, Colin.
I don't think it's a black or white thing. That's my thing. I think it's a fashion thing. This was a hip hop puts it out, they wear it, and people follow that. That's a style. And my thing is, why don't you worry about your Irish people? Why don't you worry about that they have contributed nothing to style within the past 50 years? Yeah, people know that.
First of all,
people shut your trap.
Let me tell you something.
How about the hat with the 2 beers on the side? The Irish people right there.
But Irish people, it's just what?
Listen,
what do you want, Tupac Jew, which is stupid?
Let me tell you about your culture,
It's not a Jew rag.
Wait, first of all,
you're going to tell me about my culture?
It wasn't for style. It was for back in the day when black people used to wear waves on the side of their hair, and they used to wear a do-rag to hold the waves pressed to their head.
You said back in the day, right? We're talking about 2003, stupid.
So why are they still wearing them? It was
it's
about...
a style. This is what people are wearing
Because
now.
I'll tell you why, and I'll get to your attack on the Irish later. Stupid wanted you to know he has historical perspective on one thing.
Yes. Yes.
What did you do? Google the do-rag?
No.
Yes.
Now, what?
You did, didn't you?
I know exactly. You know, I don't want to hear it.
Do-rag.
This came out of prison. Everybody knows that's stupid. They used to wear it in the 70s in prison. Now look, not that I was in prison in the 70s, mind you. Oh, that was in the paper, by the way, the do-rag thing, the Wall Street Journal. It's a big
must
article.
be right.
Your peeps are really starting to get in there. You're even in the Journal now. They're starting to notice you. I'll say one thing about Wall Street. No, they always know how to just bust out, get running the train right back to the suburb. They pretend you didn't exist, but now even they're talking about it.
Don't you believe that from like people watching a lot of the hip hop stars on MTV or whatever, that's what people follow?
Right.
Whatever they wear, that's what people. It's just a thing to do. You can wear
I agree.
I thought fashion came from the gay community, not the black community. Why not with the
No,
black?
You didn't think
black
about that before you got dressed today.
It's true, I'm down.
Okay, look. Let's move on. John Ritter died. Now, we all like John Ritter, funny guy, right?
Right. You know, it's very hard to make fun of people when they die immediately. You know,
Yeah.
we can do Fred Astaire jokes, but no John John Ritter jokes.
Do you think he's had that?
And
How
John
about
Ritter
Johnny
had it
Cash?
bad because Johnny Cash died on the same day. And that really, he had a back page to that. Johnny Cash was page
Well, but
12.
you know the good thing about Johnny Cash dying, they didn't have to change his clothes.
That's very true. In fact, I borrowed some of them right now.
You know what? With Johnny Cash, I was getting my car fixed, and the guy was like, "Did you hear? Johnny Cash died." And inside, I'm like, "Well, who gives a damn? I don't give a damn about, you know, really for me." But outside, I start being phony, like, "No, not Johnny."
Wait, phony.
Guys like
phony,
that.
phony, you just said your car. That's phony right there, okay?
Well, no, so you're saying you really don't give a damn about Johnny and you were just trying to...
Johnny Cash, I was just, you know.
Now you know how we felt about Barry White. Stupid.
It's too soon. I love Barry White.
I really do.
I like him too, but the point is, weren't you shocked that fatso lived as long as he did anyway? I thought he was dead in like 1982, I swear to God. All right, look. Spin Magazine reports college students are using cell phones, pages, and PDAs in the brazen new world of high-tech cheating in school. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that?
I'm
You know, they're all like text messaging each other.
Right.
The sad thing is, the best ones out are the Asians. They don't need it. Those got a better mark than you anyway without cheating.
You know what they said? They said that these kids are in class, they're taking pictures of their tests, they're sending them out, someone's taking them, right, downloading them, looking, and sending the answers back. These kids should be working for the FBI if they could do all this, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what else? Keith, let's talk about what you want to do. So what do you want to talk about today?
Well, I can't believe that Madonna is bringing out a children's book. She's on MTV one day kissing Britney Spears, and now she's going for it. That's like O.J. Simpson bringing out a How to Stay Married book. You know?
Well, her last book was pictures of her naked and about to have a baby. And then her book is just a follow-up.
And the next book is going to be how kissing pop stars and toying with lesbianism can get you a big bag of money.
Well, I don't even know if it helped her at all. It seems like it had a reverse effect. Well, you've got a couple of daughters. Would you let them read Madonna's book?
What are you, crazy?
They can't
After
read to
I'm
begin
done with it, they could have it, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think it has any. It's a kid's book, right?
It's a children's book, but coming from Madonna?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, she has a kid. She knows what she's doing.
There's two kids.
She's two.
Yeah, see?
Rocco and the other one. She's got the one with the Puerto Rican and one with the English guy.
Rocco, the Puerto Rican.
Carlos Leon.
He's my neighbor.
Is he really?
Yeah, I see the little kid all
Do
the
you
time.
talk to him?
Yeah, he's a
What do you
great guy.
say? Hey, Carlos.
And
Hey, Eddie.
Wait.
yeah, and the little daughter always has chocolate over her face, so he's not a very good father.
He has
Why?
custody of the kid? He has
She
custody
probably
of the kid?
indulges her. No, he doesn't have custody, stupid, but he goes to visit the father.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was living with
I
the
see
father.
Lourdes all the
I don't know.
time
I
in
thought
my
maybe he had
apartment.
custody.
You really don't know, so don't go barking in the middle of his story about Lourdes and Carlos.
How was
and
it so-
Eddie.
all right, good
kind of a
point.
fascinating story.
What, the kid has chocolate on his face? How fascinating is that?
It's a girl.
Jesus.
Well, listen,
It's a girl.
there are some things money can't buy, and these things are about to appear in these commercials. We'll be right back. Okay, now, even though the recording industry has filed a couple of hundred lawsuits, including that one against the 12-year-old girl that we were talking about, she's 12. Still, the file sharing, the downloading, as big as ever, in no small part thanks to you, and especially you.
Yes.
What's the story with this stuff?
I'm going to keep downloading. Till they make better music and can guarantee me a good CD all the way through, I'll still download.
I spend so much money on... I spend so much money on music that I don't mind. I've given enough money to the music industry. I don't mind. I think the coolest thing is that Madonna, when you download her thing, she goes, "What the f*** are you looking at?" So I want to download that. That'd be worth much better than any of her songs.
That's what
then
she
I have
says.
that on the...
You know what?
She does.
You know
She
what?
says
If
that.
your material was funny enough to be on the internet and downloaded, you wouldn't get upset about that?
Well, your material's not funny enough to be on that.
Don't use my joke on you to come back at me, stupid. Right out, you say, I'll
What do you
steal.
say? Hey,
It's
baby
stealing.
hands, relax. Just
All right.
But it'd be okay because at least people will get to know your material. If you're an unknown comic, you know, you go out and you have your material and other people have
That
it.
12-year-old
The
should
music
do
industry
jail
is full of
time.
weasels. They're weasels.
Yeah.
And
People do what?
The music industry is full
Right.
of horrible people, and if I could send $20 to, I don't know, Wilco, I would, and I'll buy their crap, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna download the music, and that's ridiculous. It's a war that we're not gonna win. It's another war that they're not gonna win.
We can't find Saddam. We can't find the the 6'6" diabetic in the desert, but we can arrest a 12-year-old kid and put them in jail.
Right.
That's
The recording industry, didn't they file a suit against 47 terrorists? No, I'm kidding.
Look,
Listen,
Now, if she was one of the 72 virgins,
I don't
it's a
know.
whole different story.
I'm just against it.
What are you against it? You was asking me to get you some downloaded stuff.
Well, I'm not
Why
going
don't
to
you
do
two
it.
get a room?
what did he actually get? A porno?
No, he's always like, "Yeah, you got any movies?" Idiot.
Cheapskate, boss.
He brags every night. Oh, I got this movie. I got this movie even before it was finished. Okay, he's got every movie. Okay, he's got movies that they're just thinking about making. All right. So I just said, well, throw me a couple since you already stole them and used them.
Oh, and you think that's morally okay? Carmela Soprano ring?
Okay,
listen to me. That's a really subtle ring for her,
Listen to me, scoliosis host. Let me tell you something.
Come on, look. Believe it or not, we're going to go with the Ben and J-Lo thing. What do you guys think? It was kind of sad.
I thought Ben and Jerry's broke up. I was crying, and then I found out it was Ben and J-Lo.
It was doomed from the beginning because every time he made love to her, he would look and go, "Am I bigger than Puffy?"
There's no good Hollywood relationships. There's no good. The last one was like Hume Cronin and Jessica Tandy, I think.
Yes.
I think the only successful relationship, just to show you what Hollywood's like or the industry, it's the Osbournes and Woody and Sunyi, and that's the only ones who've made it.
Whoa. What about Bobby and Whitney?
Oh, that one's going strong.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
See, you gotta have things in common to keep it together.
Codependency helps.
All right,
each other
Jackie.
out.
Right.
You had a subject we're going to talk about today. What's your topic?
Well, I am an unlikely person, but I enjoy the hip hop. I enjoy the hip hop, but I don't always enjoy the lyrics. I don't always. It's not always a positive experience. 50 Cent, your Nelly. They're hanging, and I worry about them because they're hanging out with the wrong girls. And I just wish they would hang out with nicer girls, because if you hang out with hookers and strippers, they're going to be after your cheddar. That's what's going to happen.
But you see
I know that the search is there for the ass so fine, it must be one of a kind. But you gotta pay for that, is what I'm saying.
No,
and
he
you
doesn't
shouldn't
pay.
be surprised.
He doesn't pay at all.
You shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't be angry because you're hanging out with hookers and they're taking all your money. Like
Who
Eminem,
said they were hookers?
Eminem and what is hoe but short for hooker?
Look, bitch, let me say this to you.
All of a sudden it gets personal.
I guess that's what fire is short for.
Well, how about this? Boss, you had a subject that was of some note. What is it?
Well, what's upsetting me now is, of course, it's happening in California, those lunatics out there. They want to give a driver's license to illegal aliens.
Right.
You make it across the border, you're rewarded. You know what? Okay, it's a game. If you don't make it across the border, you get shot. It's like high stakes Red Rover. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be great. And if you make it 3 times, you'll get a license. I mean, you have to have something to get to.
Yeah.
You could fight your way through several levels.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is the first level is obviously dishwasher, and then gardener, and then driver's license.
I don't know. It just, we're rewarding criminals in this country. That's what we're doing. If you commit a crime, you get a job from lying, cheating, and stealing. Then they give you a book deal. You break it.
You're talking about Jason Blair.
Yeah.
But what do you say? I mean, the thing is I think what the point is that the immigration laws don't work.
Jackie, you're missing the real point.
Okay.
We're sitting here because we know eventually Voss is going to hang himself by trying to be intelligent. You're not supposed to cut him off. You have to wait till he gets there. Right now, he was just testing the road. He's nowhere near there. He's got his own road. The hood wasn't even over his head.
But I was going pretty good.
You did look pretty good. I was like, wow, Voss ain't playing it. Eddie, you have a thing about religion. What's that?
Yes, we don't respect each other's religion. That's why people are killing each other all over the world. There are 3 3,000 religions in the world. And how do we know which one is right? Well, you know, there are Jews here who believe that there's no Jesus, and there are people who believe in Jesus, and there are people who believe in Muhammad and Buddha. And there's some guy right now in Times Square with a bullhorn going, "God's a golf club. God's a golf club." You know that guy? But what if we get to heaven and God's a 9-iron? It's like, holy cow, Bullhorn Johnny was right. You know what I mean? And
Bullhorn Johnny.
yeah. I could have slept in all those Sundays.
Well, folks, the
One guy
economy
got
is
me.
the secret
Great.
police of your desires. Surrender to these commercials, and we'll be right back. You know, folks, if you saw the rap show where we took hip-hop from the corner of Florence and Normandy to the corner of Self-Examination and Wounded Inner Child Avenue, and let me tell you something, on that day, the only drive-by pulled was to drive by our own lack of spirituality, empty a couple of clips into our self-centered quest for material things. There's another big audience out there that needs a little attention / self-analysis. Of course, the country crowd I'm talking about. You know, in honor of the late, great Johnny Cash, I decided to write a country song. It's a little more introspective, a little, Anyway, folks, it's, you know, you're saying, wow, can he do this? Folks, there's nothing I can't do. Stop it. Now, look. I was drinking one night at Billy Ray's Dixie Confederate Inn when the fellas started whispering. And I looked in the corner, and there she was with him. So I went out to my truck, got my gun. The whole place went quiet as I aimed it at them. Then I started thinking to myself, wow, how is this like the rest of my life, you know? Here I am, brokenhearted, standing in a bar to kill my cheating lover. It's become a cliche, really. I live on the outskirts of town. My couch is on the lawn, my car is in the living room. My best friend is an 8-point buck mounted on an engine block in the living room, and I'm always heartbroken. Why do I always choose emotionally unavailable people, you know? Then again, who do I expect to meet in a place called Billy Ray's Confederate Dixie Inn? It doesn't sound like a hotbed of progressive thought. It's not Lilith Fair, let's face it. It's not like somebody's gonna go, hey, Jimmy Dale, I want you to meet this pretty little thing named Annie DeFranco. You know, it's like, you try to express any kind of emotion in that place, they look at you like you just played Jay-Z on the jukebox. I remember one time I used the term childhood issues. Billy Ray cracked me over the head with a pool cue, so I guess ultimately this hat is kind of a protective covering so that people can't see inside your head, right? And the drinking, we all know what that's about. Then you got the intimacy issues with the cheating girlfriends, followed by the violence and the 10 years in prison. It's like, it's almost like I'm living a country song deliberately to get back at my drunken, no-good, ornery cuss of a father, and even he falls into the cliche, you know? I don't know. Maybe there is help. I don't know. Dr. Phil's from Texas, ain't he? And maybe if I hitch a freight line into Houston, pick his brain for a while. Hell, I don't even need to make the trip. I think he's got a book out, Self Matters or Journey of the Self or something with self or What Color's Your Parachute? Anyway, that was for you, Johnny. We'll be right back. As we mentioned earlier, I believe we have realized Martin Luther King's dream that a man should not be judged by the color of his skin, but by the fabric of his do-rag. What white pop culture trend would you like to see embraced by blacks? Eddie?
Well, other than smoking non-menthol cigarettes, what else is left? I mean, it's silly and hilarious when white kids try to act black. And if you're a white guy who was raised in the hood, I understand you're a product of your environment. But if you're Dewey Silverstein from Merrick, Long Island, take the hanky off your head and wipe your nose. You have a little schmutz on you, bro.
All right. All right. Keith Robinson.
Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I do. I would take no-name clothes from white people. Yeah, white people can walk into any discount store, get a pair of no-name $20 boots, and not worry about getting teased. If you're black, you have to walk into a discount clothing store like it's a peep show. Okay, I figured that wouldn't get a laugh.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's funny.
I'm not saying that white people don't wear expensive clothes. I'm saying poor white people don't wear expensive clothes. All my years of watching the TV show Cops, I've never seen a white guy being chased through a trailer park with a $150 football jersey.
Wow. Jackie.
I think the black community should embrace more pedophilia, narcolepsy, Mormonism, and do-rags. Because they're ours now. The do-rag is ours.
All right. Rich Voss.
Well, before I start mine, I think, well, okay, here we go. I was really trying to think of some of the stuff that me and my white friends did growing up. Then it hit me, I always lived in black neighborhoods. I was the white friend. But I do remember one trend. It was to put $2 in your pocket and the real cash in your sock. Oh, man.
Luckily for you, I have one today. What I think the black community can get from our culture, I would like to see punctuality embraced. Because from being in show business, when you're doing a shoot and everybody shows up 2 hours late with cartons of Kung Pao chicken and 30 more people than expected, it can throw things off. You know, when a film crew loses $100,000 because Fabulous's crew has the delivery man at gunpoint until the extra dust sauce arrives. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Dust sauce?
Dust sauce.
That's how Fabulous pronounces duck.
Yeah, because you were,
gonna say
instead of embracing and supporting my nice bit that could have really been funny, you to sit back there with that look. What you like.
I was enjoying it.
Shut up. What you like to call hating. Couldn't you have been happy enough that stupid bombed so badly?
The whole time I'm doing mine, I'm thinking how bad his was. Going, mine can't be that bad. And then I realized his wasn't that bad.
All right, folks. I think that says it all. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white, the show's over. Good night.
Reno 911. New episode Wednesday at 10:30. Only on Comedy Central.